KLIQPOD. Thank you as always for joining me. Your boy, JG. It is July 12th, 2018, and we here for the Tuesday Night Smackdown Live Review. With Raw being an absolute disaster, could SmackDown at least save some face as we head towards Extreme Rules? Was there anything new and developing last night? I don't know. Let's not waste time, man. Let's just go ahead and kick into the show. What is up, you amazing and beautiful people, man? It is a great day. Woke up, feeling great. SmackDown wasn't horrible last night. And after this, I'm going to do the prediction video. So, we got a lot going on. It's really time to get motivated in the week. But with that being said, we're not here to talk about all that garbage. What we're here for is the Tuesday Night Smackdown review. And before I even get started, huge shout out to my boy Graphics Flam. As always, if you're not following him on YouTube, Twitter, what are you doing, man? My dude is doing amazing videos talking about this might be the end. Let's stop him from doing that and get some followers over there. But with that being said, last night's show kicks off with The Miz. Miz comes out. He's promoting Mrs. I don't know. Should be entertaining, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a reality star dude. Like I said, I'll catch an episode. Got to support my boy at least once. But outside of that, realistically, I probably won't ever watch it. Just from the previews alone, yes, it looks a little hilarious, but I'm just not into reality shows. Not my thing. If it's your cup of tea, hey, support our boy. He's going to do big things. Hopefully he does win an Emmy for this. Just like he said last night. He said he is going to win an Emmy. Hey, I'm pulling for you, Miz. But with that being said, man, the guest last night on Miz TV was none other than Team Hell No. I won't lie to you. I found myself just saying, yeah, hell no, get off my TV. I don't want this nostalgia act. I don't want this garbage. This is just wasted time for me. You actually have a tag team division, but you make it obsolete and take advantage of Team Hell No. Which, I'll be honest, I don't give a shit about Kane. Why is he still wrestling? Just work behind the fucking scenes. Go back to freaking being the GM's assistant, man. I don't know anything. But I don't understand why Kane's still on our show here in 2018. I don't get it, man. I don't get the nostalgia act. It gets old. They always think, it's like yearly, they think that bringing somebody back is going to restore something. It's not, man. There's a reason Team Hell No went away. I wasn't even a fan of it the first time. There was a couple points where, yeah, it was interesting for a little bit. I'm not going to take away. There were points where it was interesting. But then it just became garbage. And now it's just garbage. They shouldn't be in this match on Sunday. It's just because they didn't have anything else to do for Daniel. Hey, what better than to get a pop from Team Hell No, put them in the championship match. I swear to God, if they win this, I'm going to be the first person disappointed. Anyways, they're on the show. Miz is trying to stir the pot as he always does between Kane and Daniel Bryan, talking about how at some point there's going to be an issue between the two. Team Hell No talks about how no, they're united. They're going to show that together they're unstoppable. Then everything breaks down. It was glorious. Glorious. We get the Bludgeoning Brothers coming out. But not only the Bludgeoning Brothers, we get the New Day followed by Sanity. Just pure pandemonium. From the breakdown of this leads to our main event of the evening, which was going to be a 10-man tag team match, which is going to be Sanity and the Bludgeoning Brothers versus the New Day and Team Hell No. Okay, I'm fine with that. No problems with that. I understand it. After this, we find out to start the kickoff show on Sunday. We're actually going to see Sanity versus the New Day. I'm very excited about this. You guys know how I feel about Sanity. You guys know how I feel about the New Day. I think they're going to do great work. It's in a tables match. The reason it's a tables match is from, they say, is from earlier, they attacked earlier that night. I don't know how you don't take it back to last week during the pancake eating contest when they attacked the New Day, put them to tables. I mean, that was the perfect setup for the table thing there. But either way, we still get the result we're looking for. Looking forward to this match on Sunday. I mean, I'm really excited. You have one of the best stables, tag teams, whatever you want to call them. I mean, I truly look at it as a stable. They're a 3-man group. They're not a 2-man group, but I mean, they are a tag team still technically. Versus one of the best up-and-coming stables. I'm super excited to see this, man. There's those moments when you're watching shows, you know, and they do something right, and everything isn't this huge reaction to it. It's just one of those moments you just get this smile. Like, I like that. That's what I felt when I heard this. So definitely a positive move as we move forward to Sunday. Excellent. Looking forward to this tables match to kick off the entire night. Let's go. This could really set the tone and prepare us for a huge evening. Huge evening. Because, I mean, on paper, other than a few matches, this card has, we always say this, though, this card has potential to be really good to the great. We always say this. Truth is, they don't live up to expectations most times. But we can't keep giving up hope that it's not going to be great. And then we can complain after if it's not. But I mean, really looking forward to this. You got, like I said, man, that's an excellent way to start off the night. Big way to start off the show. Now, we finally get, or sorry, not finally, we get another AJ versus Shinsuke match. Paige says he wants both competitors at the top of their game going into Sunday, so she pits them against each other. We get Rusev and Aiden English coming down for commentary. Gotta say, the first thing I freaking enjoyed from this whole segment in this match altogether is the fact that Rusev went off on Byron. Told Byron Saxton everything I feel I want to say, man. He was like, where'd they get this guy? Like, oh, dude, he had me cracking up. Rusev is so good. And later, when I do this prediction video, you never know. Maybe I'll predict Rusev Day is walking away the champ. Man, damn, he would be an excellent champ. I think he has all qualities. All qualities you're looking for in a champion. He is a superstar. But hearing him just go off on Byron was hilarious. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, go ahead and follow me at the Legend 958, as you can see on one of these scrolls. But not only that, I make a comment about it on Twitter because it's so good. It's so entertaining, man. It's just, Rusev cracks me up. The match itself was pretty good until it broke down. There was one point that I really liked. AJ, well, it's the breakdown of the match. It's the finish. AJ reverses a reverse exploder. Just beautiful, man. The way Knock throws him and the way AJ lands that shit, it's just absolutely glorious how it's done. Knock gets thrown over the ropes. AJ goes over the ropes after him. Aiden English is sitting there chanting Rusev Day or something like that in AJ's ear. AJ proceeds to hit him. AJ gets knocked back in the ring. Is going to go for the phenomenal forearm. You can hear Rusev snapping on commentary how unnecessary that was. Why do you have to do that? And then Rusev gets involved. They beat down AJ probably for about a minute, and then you hear Jeff Hardy's music. Out to the rescue comes Jeff Hardy. This sets up a tag match. Paige is the general manager. I'm absolutely loving what she's doing. I love how quick to the draw and on top of everything she is. Yes, I know we've seen this before. I know it's creative, yada, yada, yada. Go with what you want. But I like the fact that right after we see this interaction with all four, she comes out, makes the instant tag match. The tag match itself wasn't much to write home about. AJ and actually Rusev and Shinsuke get the win. Beautiful. I love that. The tag match itself really wasn't much to write about. It was actually very quick. Shinsuke and Rusev walk away with the win. Very positive for both of them going into Sunday with both their individual matches. And they both have huge implication in their matches. One is both are title matches. I mean, it's that simple. We have the WWE Championship, Rusev versus AJ, and then we have Shinsuke and Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship. Really looking forward to this predictions video, man. It's very exciting. SmackDown has been doing things pretty legit lately. I'm not saying it's always right, but pretty legit. At this point, man, we're actually grinding through the show. That's the whole first hour. I mean, that's literally the whole first hour in a nutshell. Which, man, we're not even, I don't think 10 minutes into this full recording yet. Might be just hitting it. But, at this point, I'm thinking the show's going pretty good. It's a go-home show, so I really don't, as we all know, I don't have the hugest expectations for a go-home show. All you need to do is show a little bit of talent, give me some good matches, and make certain people look strong as we go into the event. I thought everything was covered in the first hour. Now, this is when I get my first moment that I could have kind of lived without. We get our mixed gender lumberjack match. Asuka versus James Ellsworth. First off, the Divas have a problem with each other and start fighting with each other at one point. So I actually thought Ellsworth was going to escape. We were going to see some more bullshit head into Sunday. Instead, Asuka gets her hands back on Ellsworth, gets the Asuka lock, finishes them off. I got to be honest. Didn't enjoy it. It was another attack from Carmella afterwards. What's new? It's nothing we haven't seen. Match itself, didn't enjoy it. I think this mixed gender Andy Kaufman bullshit is nonsense. Get the shit out of my face, man. Get the shit out of my face, man. You're just adding to the adding diversity, man. I mean, there's no diversity. You're being divisive. Oh man, I'm just messing everything up. It's stupid. Okay, screw it. It's stupid. Why the hell is James Ellsworth wrestling Asuka? I get it. I understand even with the storyline, but it's just pointless to me. It's stupid. Let's get real, man. Ellsworth ain't shit. You brought him back so when Asuka beats her again at freaking Extreme Rules, you have an excuse of why she beat him. So in your mind, it doesn't hurt Asuka because you guys think in your mind that every time you fuck this woman over, she still looks strong somehow when she doesn't. Whatever. And what I tell you guys, man, coming out of fucking WrestleMania, I told you guys, I said, mark my words, they're going to bury this woman. Hell, I titled the freaking Money in the Bank review a WWE career buried or something like that. And if you think she's going to win this belt on Sunday, you're joking yourself. And if by some hand of God she does win the belt, I promise you it'll be off her within a month. Promise you. So, like, oh, man. I mean, the best part about all this is we find out that at Extreme Rules, Ellsworth is going to be suspended high above the ring. So I guess that's the Extreme Rule for their match. Doesn't even... Okay. Now we're going back to shark cages again and shit. Didn't we just see this with KO and Jericho a year or two ago? I don't know. Just give me a new idea. Hell, I'd have rather seen him just off to the side in the damn shark cage with RoboCop coming and breaking him out like WCW once did for Sting, which is stupid as hell. But whatever. Now, we get a dude I haven't seen on TV forever, so this probably just added to why I enjoyed last night so much, man, to be honest. We see Cien Almas with one of the one of the most beautiful women I've ever laid eyes on is Zelina Vega. That woman is glorious. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not a fan of most wrestling, women in wrestling. Their looks. I try not to put that in there. But there's just a select few where I can't ignore it. And Zelina's one of them. Like, yo, you got talent, girl. I'm not taking anything away from you. It's just you are so damn beautiful, man. And you play the manager to one of my favorite dudes in the game right now, Cien Almas. The dude is amazing. That double knee is one of the most viciously impactful looking moves in the game right now. It's just so intense, man. I do wish he'd come up with a new finisher because I think he's got something creative he could do. Just blow everybody away. But I do love the double knees, though, man, the setup. I love it. But with that being said, man, the match, it's him versus Sin Cara, like I said, with the beautiful Zelina Vega at his side. Good match. Fuck a good match, man. Sin Cara was in control most of the match, honestly. Looked like he was handling the Rook. And the Rook had a couple moments, but it felt like every time he was making a momentum shift, Sin just had a counter for it, man. Sin Cara had a counter. It was beautiful. Nasty ass reverse Frankensteiner from Sin Cara to Sin. Dude, them boys were amazing last night. But like I said, this looked like Sin Cara was one step ahead the whole night. But Cien ends up pulling it out in the long run. Big win for Cien. Way to come back to TV looking strong, my bro. Way to build to that stock. And, man, I'm just really excited for the future ahead for this guy. Kind of bummed I don't get to talk about him on this Extreme Rules prediction show that's coming up next. But, man, I am extremely excited for, the huge superstar future this man has ahead. Now, we get probably one of the scariest promos I've seen in a while. It actually creeped me out a little bit. Initially starts with Sanity. Sanity's so good, man. Just how they set up the lighting for Sanity, the tone, the mood, the like eerie feeling. Loved it. So that was a great start, man. So they proceed with their promo, talk about, how they're coming at the New Day, everything like that. Then you see the Bludgeoning Brothers just kind of appear out of nowhere, silently stalking the mask. Take off the mask. And then, I don't know, Harper said something along the lines of, Rowan said something along the lines of, let's destroy or something like that. Beautifully done. Thought this was an excellent segment. Well done with this, guys. Once again, don't drop the ball. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So good job with this. Now, we get to our main event of the evening. Look at my clock as I always do when I feel we're getting about to main event time. And 7:30 about when my time when this match starts. So I know we got about 22 minutes. It's the 10-man tag match, which once again is New Day and Team Hell No versus Sanity and the Bludgeoning Brothers. The match itself was pretty good, I thought. I thought the Bludgeoning Brothers and Sanity really showed their dominance. There were points when the New Day would get the advantage, the New Day and Team Hell No, start running it a little bit. When this got frustrating to me is towards the end of the match. Now, as we know, in every 10-man tag match, the match is going to break down at some point. It's going to happen. We know. I couldn't remember the Survivor Series in a traditional match. That'd be the last time I haven't seen one really break down. And we know why it breaks down. So we're looking for specific things as it's breaking down. For me, I want to see who starts, who feels like they have the upper hand with the finishing moves, And then I want to see who's going to go last. Because I know whoever's going to go last is going to finish it. But it's usually whoever starts is not going to be the one who finishes it, or their team's going to lose. So I'm watching that. I know it's going to be Team Hell No and the New Day that are going to be victorious. And this is a should. You have to build these. You have to at least build Team Hell No going into this pay-per-view review. That's where it gets tricky. How do you do this? Last week's finisher was not good. So I'm watching this week. This week, the move we've seen kicked out of 2 billion times is now back-to-back weeks unstoppable. And what I'm referring to is Kane's chokeslam. That thing has been kicked out of how many times? But now, it's like that thing has a real force of movement. Now, that's not our deciding factor last night. Daniel Bryan pins EY for the win, which was fine. I mean, I was perfectly fine with that. Like I said, you need to build Team Hell No going into this. It's just the Kane thing that's frustrating me. And maybe it is just because I don't give a shit about nostalgia acts. I don't give a shit about Kane. I thank you for what you did then, man, but now I don't think there's a place for you in the new age of wrestling. Now I think there's places for people to come up like you, or relative ideas. I don't want to say similar ideas like a copycat, but something along the lines, like, you know, like Abyss. Like an Abyss to a Mankind. There you go. That's perfect comparison. Now, if I seen something like that coming up, and that was the new place of Kane, fine with it. What I'm not fine with is seeing Glenn Jacobs wrestle. First off, he's old as shit. He's a mayor. Like, it's just not there anymore. Like, the thing that doesn't kill me about the Taker is, first, I don't know if he's on social media. Actually, I think I might follow her. But if she posts, I really don't pay attention. And I never really see her post about anything she does. So Taker's always stayed in that mind frame form. Taker's Taker, man. I don't look at Taker as Mark Calloway. I never have, never will. As soon as Kane separated himself and he individualized himself with who his actual life persona, which is Glenn Jacobs, you know, who he really is, and he became a mayor, everything along those lines, the separation has clearly been there for me. So it's clouded everything in the middle. So if Kane would have never had this outside persona and he stayed like the Taker, I would still see him as Kane. We probably wouldn't have a problem with it now because I would have thought he'd never Kane.
Warrior to battle!
I know he's older. That persona, the Undertaker, will never die to me. It's never existed. So I will always believe it. As soon as you separate and show with Glenn Jacobs and the vision, truly got to his life, where I know like where I was with things, he got the mayor, his county, everything like that. Congratulations. Winning his county. But it separated. And then when we really got him separating and becoming the right-hand man in Triple H, it's definitely back to the authority.
Minions have spawned. Beware the shooting sun. Beware the shifting sands.